But like I said, we got a lot of stuff to go over, so why don't we just get started? Originally, we were going to watch not all of it, but just go through some of this unboxing stream that
I watched some of it.
I watched some of
I
it
had
too.
I had it on the background.
I started to clip it today, and I was like, fuck this. But thankfully, someone released a video today that's kind of going over the whole situation. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with the whole like Mr. Beast tranny thing that's going on right now.
Yeah, he has a troon now.
Yeah, Mr. Beast, who I know nothing about other than he's just wicked popular with the Zoomers. Probably more like 13 years old. I don't know if those are actually Zoomers, but anyways, he has one of his, I don't know if it's like his main guy, because he has like a crew of people. Yeah, he's probably compromised. I think someone actually did connect him, like his mom, to like the CIA or something. I don't know, like that. But anyways, I'm sure everyone in chat knows one of his people trooned out. So let's watch this video going over it. It's pretty good. Up here.
The Chris Tyson situation could become a complete disaster for Mr. Beast's brand. However, it may also provide some unique benefits. So let's begin by going over the drama.
Dude, the kickflip thing? Oh my god, I saw that.
What is this? Kickflip?
Yeah, they got up and did the kickflip or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
and it was just...
his outfit with like his pudge just like spilling out.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. I'm glad this video came out because
Mr. Beast.
This is much better than watching the stream.
Fans began to notice that Chris Tyson was changing. In the early days, he represented the quintessential southern gun and truck loving dude. Yet beginning in 2022, Chris began to display increasingly feminine traits, making
what is up with Zoomer? I mean, apart from just churning out, what is up with these Zoomers painting their nails? Remember on MILF Manor? Like three out of three of them had like painted nails.
Yeah, that was weird.
Jeez.
Making tweets such as, I finally got my nails done at a nail tech. Additionally, Chris would highlight that his facial appearance had changed significantly since the start of the pandemic, which accompanied another post reading, okay, so in 4 different customs, I had to prove I was myself because I, quote, look nothing like my passport pic, so much that I'm considering updating my passport. Do you see any resemblance? Prompting replies such as, you went from man to boy.
Oh no.
By stating,
flag that account.
Honest, I just really started taking my mental health seriously and eating better, yet his Twitter photos kept insinuating.
He's not taking his mental health seriously, though. He's doing the exact opposite of taking he's indulging in his mental illness. I'll also, just a quick note, Mr. Beast actually commented on this video today, I think. And he also said something like, due to the transphobic comments, like, we're not doing videos for like a month or something like that. So big W for transphobes.
Insinuating that Chris
they shut down one of the biggest YouTubers.
Same kind of
pretty much.
In his Mr. Beast appearances. For example,
I don't even think they were transphobic comments. I think it was just being like,
just critical.
No, just people just being like,
in which
no,
dressed in a way that
what happened to Chris?
Or yeah,
Chris has been adopted.
That's like all the comments in the live stream.
My grandmother. Okay, so some people just gonna ignore Chris's nails. Chris had to have lost a bet. The look is wild.
Hey, what's up, boring stream?
The video then prompted countless viral TikToks, such as this one with 700,000 likes, stating how did Chris go from this to this, while others even made the claim that Carl had turned him gay. Now, this was pretty ridiculous as Carl isn't even that feminine, and Chris had come out as bisexual years before he and Carl had even met. The true catalyst for Chris Tyson's feminization instead seemed to have come from his marriage. In January 2022,
this is wild.
Chris posted a photo with his wife to his Instagram, yet after this, the family photo stopped altogether. Fans also noticed that he'd removed his wedding ring, with the ring's absence correlating.
What's up with those fucking shoes, man? Who's wearing shoes like that?
Dude,
look like you've been walking on big clumps of load.
Yeah, these shoes are getting crazier and crazier. They look like they're made out of like a cake and like.
I know, it looks like a cake top. I don't think anything can top the Astro Boy boots, but we'll see.
He's wearing meringue shoes. Got some meringue on them.
Isn't Mr. Beast a homo? Probably.
With the very first
look
post
at
in
him.
which he'd painted his nails. Chris confirmed the split in a post from March 2023 reading, "For a little over a year now, me and Katie have been separated," with this also confirming that Chris's transformation began as soon as his marriage came to an end.
Ooh, I like that. We should stop calling it transitioning and start calling it transformation. I like that more.
Chris went from lighting campfires and raising a family with his beautiful wife to now trying to be a wife with his man buns and long nails. As the criticism continued to pile, Chris announced that he'd be taking a break from social media. And while there was a possibility that Chris would make efforts to return to his former self, he'd rather do the opposite and double down on his feminine image, showing up to the Kids' Choice Awards looking like this before making the announcement that he'd been doing HRT for approximately 2 months, which according to a quick Google search is the medical process for changing genders. Chris would expand on this by stating, "Informed consent HRT saved my and many others' lives. The hurdles GNC people have to jump through.
It destroyed my marriage.
Healthcare in a first world country is wild to me. Just let
hey,
people
friendo.
inform decisions about their own bodies," which received a positive response from both
he's
Carl
gonna
and
neck.
Mr. Beast, who wrote, "Got you. I did one more heart than Carl because I'm a better friend." While his co-workers expressed positivity, others weren't so welcoming. "There goes a father figure the kid won't ever be able to look up to. Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. Weak man times."
Yeah, that's true.
This comment by stating, "This is just more dog whistling that somehow trans and GNC
Dog whistling.
around kids."
I hate
Tucker
that
begs
term
me
so
to
fucking much. Dude.
That's not dog whistling. That's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, no, that's straight up.
That's pretty just honest.
Back when I leave for like 2 days to film. He is so loved and happy. Kids aren't born with hate, it's taught by people like you, and my child will only know love. I know I'm going to be a great
Say it's more learned.
So is every other person who puts the love of their child before everything. I made this decision because I wanted to show up.
There's nothing wrong with that, Bon.
For him. In a way, this was for Tucker. Chris's response received some positivity such as, "I'm convinced you're an amazing father. Tucker is lucky to have you and also lucky to have all of those who surround and support you in his life. As well as I adore that, I'm glad you made that decision. It's so much easier to be a parental figure when you're not struggling with dysphoria, yet he'd also receive an equal amount of backlash. You ripped apart your family and took a father figure away from your son just so you could paint your nails and act zesty. Pathetic. He will get torn apart at school, won't want to have friends around his house. A life full of difference and being."
Stop telling him the truth.
The point in that
Yeah,
tweet.
don't tell him
How's
the
this
truth.
for
It's
him
gonna
when you're depriving him of a father figure. Although Chris wasn't
ruin
altered
his
by these
fantasy.
comments, as he'd once again reiterate his certainty
Zesty.
in a new post reading, "It's never too late to start being yourself," which
Yeah,
received
Mr. Mark of the
Mr.
Beast.
as well as Nolan and Carl. However, these comments also added extra fuel to the fire. In a few years, look back at this thread and remember they were never your friends. Only yes men cowards. Hope you come out of this safe. Mr. Beast responded to this with a simple opinion irrelevant ratio, to which the original commenter would
ratio
say,
loser.
followers,
Yeah.
so go
I
ahead.
have 30 followers.
I'll still rest easy knowing that I'm not a coward who idly sits by watching my friend ruin his own life. In some ways, it was nice to
We're almost halfway through. I don't know if he's going to go
imagine-
over the text messages that leaked, but
Imagine destroying a like somebody that badly
yeah.
who should have never replied to you. You know what I mean? Like that guy, Mr. Beast had no business replying to some guy like that.
Well, that's how you know it's on. It's digging at him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's replying to nobodies on Twitter. That's crazy.
Bunch of fucking nobodies.
standing
Like,
up for
'cause
Chris on Twitter.
I'm surprised
However,
he
the
even would
situation
run
has
his own
already
Twitter,
begun to change
but
the
that sounded
dynamic
like
within
him.
the
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
For example, in a
it is odd that he would.
Opening 1,000 mystery art boxes, Chris would once again dress in quite a feminine way. And while
Yeah, this is the one that. Yeah, that's the one that we were gonna skim through.
Dude, I watched about 30 minutes while I was. I think I had Valheim going. I think it was the night I got lost. That the bad thing happened in Valheim, and I just had it, and I just kept looking over and being like, oh, "My God,
Too much gay.
their
Had to be
gut
a
is
Viking.
Their gut is just hanging out."
Spilling out, dude.
Yeah,
Bursting,
posted
even.
this- You posted this and said you were going to clip it, and I put it on, and I was just like, my God.
Yeah, I got through about 10 minutes of it. I'm like, I can't. I'm not going to. It's too much.
But he participated as usual. The energy and vibe didn't feel nearly as smooth as it normally
It was.
does.
The whole thing was very awkward.
There was an unaddressed elephant in the room, and therefore everybody was in their head, as opposed to being in the present moment enjoying each other's company.
Yeah, because it's horrifying.
Do you think? Do you think they knew he was going to come dressed like that? And he just like threw them. No, yeah.
That definitely like threw him off so much because it's like okay, now you're a slutty.
Yeah. It's not just like feminine dressing. It's like straight up like his fucking gut is out. He's wearing like a cut fucking shirt. Yeah, dressed like a slutty 12-year-old.
Yeah, like
well, go figure.
That's against the dress code. No spaghetti straps.
No
fucking belly shirt.
That's against middle school dress code.
Yeah,
maybe not anymore in 2023 because we live in hell. But
dude,
once upon a time it was.
So my girlfriend and I were in Walmart, and they had the kids department, and they had shirts that said on the girls, out of your league. And it's like, well, yeah, they're fucking kids. It's on a kid's shirt. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, it's a kid.
You had shirts that said, you can't fuck me because I'm 13.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, whoa, I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
What's good, Rampart? Halter top. Yes, thank you for the correct term there, Blogert. Oh, Lord.
Maybe everybody was simply too busy opening packages.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what it was.
Tasered, how's it going? Yeah, that's what it was.
Making him incredibly uncomfortable.
Oh my God, Jimmy, look, they drew you. Jimmy, they drew you so well. Oh my God, it's Jimmy.
How did fan art? This is what we were looking for. Be brave, be honest, be kind, Mr. Beast. That is my tagline.
Becoming even weirder when each member started to pay each other compliments.
Hey, nice shirt. Thanks, dude. Nice shirt.
Hey, nice shirt.
Thanks, dude. Nice shirt.
Thanks. Nice shirt.
Nice shoes.
For the most part,
okay, yeah, I didn't make it that far. I would have clipped that. That's fucking wild.
The live stream was devoid of awkward moments. However, it would act as fodder for another 100 million
the
views
skateboard moment
and criticism. Chris likely
so
believes
good,
that
in my
people will
opinion.
slowly
Yes, right here.
adapt his new appearance over time. But is this really
I
going
love
to
that.
happen? Well, maybe. It's difficult to say as the situation is fairly unique.
Yeah, Mr.
especially
Beast
when
is a
considering
diddler.
Chris's reputation and influence.
Dude, we need to get a giant fucking monitor just for chat. I'm gonna have it in my fucking office here right next to me.
Get one of the smart boards they have in schools.
Yeah, just a giant one so I could read chat on this big screen. That's the only reason.
Influence.
Only need.
However, if Chris continues to transition, would it be
giant?
Oh, he's gonna continue. There's no stop. You think he's gonna turn back? No.
He's already done the damage.
Yeah,
is being done.
If him and his wife are like separated, then nothing's holding him back.
reasonable to say that he could jeopardize some of the personality traits which made him a successful member in the first place. Perhaps the opposite will happen, and he'll instead pick up new personality traits that better resonate with the current MrBeast audience. This was put forward in many comments
Zoomer trannies?
Chris, who implied that there will be millions of queer kids who look up to him.
Oh, that's great.
This doesn't necessarily mean that it'll add any value to the videos. MrBeast has likely cultivated a massive LGBT audience, all of whom are already watching anyway, and if we've learned anything from Hollywood in recent years, it's that adding over-the-top LGBT characters for the sake of relatability rarely works as intended, and is often nothing more than a distraction from the premise of the movie or video. On top of this, it can be uncomfortable and unrelatable for the silent majority, although as we have seen, a situation like Chris's does have the potential to create an otherworldly amount of discussion, which could be seen as—
I thought he was going to say disgust. You can go either way. Discussion, disgust, you know.
Otherworldly amount of disgust.
as a benefit for the MrBeast brand.
Yeah, he trimmed one out for attention.
100%. That would be an easy way to up my
So
views
you're
if
a
I got
Keemstar
it.
fan?
The problem is this type of situation is probably the last thing that MrBeast wants to attract, as he's forced to agree with Chris's position, as he has no way of manipulating the situation without being painted as the bad guy. It's a lose-lose situation for MrBeast. I think Jimmy
That
is
had
in a
9,000
situation.
thumbs up.
If he kicks out Chris, cancelled. If he doesn't,
Just saying that he's trying his best to
An
smile.
inescapable situation is a pretty good way of describing the drama, which is also why it deserves the harsh label of being a nightmare. Jimmy has no option but to publicly express acceptance of Chris's transition, as silence or even
Boob Guy 7
would come with
Super Ramon? Yeah, Super Ramon would be all over Chris.
Of course. Jimmy implies that this will be the new normal within the content, thus annoying a different group of people, many of whom will never express their true feelings and may rather simply click on fewer Mr. Beast videos. If this is the case, Jimmy has no option but to accept this fate, as removing Chris from the videos in any kind of way could create an even more severe media firestorm. The only clean solution, should things go south, might be for Chris to resign himself.
I hope so, Logan.
Rumors and bad press will be
That'd be cool.
Whether it be arrogance or ignorance, Chris seems oblivious to how this whole thing might impact Jimmy, forgetting that he achieved his current level of success by avoiding this exact type of drama.
The tragic tale of Jackie Chan's son. Okay, that wasn't in the video, but I don't know if anyone else saw it, but there were some leaks. I think they were real. Yeah, there were like some. I saw it on polls, so maybe not. But I was linked to something else, and it was like someone who worked in like the Mr. Beast crew, and it was like text saying that Mr. Beast is basically acknowledging that it's weird and awkward for everyone, but telling everyone to just deal with it because it'll hurt the business if they don't. Which is really evil, I think. I don't know. There's like something about that. It's just like, I don't know. I hate it.
Yeah, because like he's just gonna let it. It's just gonna get crazy. This dude's just gonna start dressing crazier and crazier.
It's gonna get. And like if you think if he's dressing there, like it's just gonna be. I don't know. It's fucking sick.
Like, yeah, you gotta dress like that when you know that there's kids watching. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like his target audience is like impressionable, like 12-year-olds.
Like 10 to 12-year-olds. Yeah. Like, hey, I'm gonna fucking go in a big ball pit because I'm Mr. Beast. We filled up a pool with balls.
Yeah, it's like you don't have like enough money, you fucking whore. Like he should, like Mr. Beast could just like dip back, but he could do whatever he wants at this point. He has fuck you money. He shouldn't because he's a fucking hack, but somehow he does.